All right. Hey guys, sorry about that. I guess my sound wasn't working, so I appreciate you guys telling me no sound. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you didn't miss much. You probably saw the most important thing, and that's that it's now a hurricane. Eta is now a Category 1 hurricane with wind speeds of 75 miles per hour. It's moving pretty quickly to the northeast at 15 miles per hour. So it's starting to pick up forward speed, and with that, already beginning to see the threat for some squally weather and maybe even some tornadoes. So a tornado watch is in effect until 5 o'clock for mainly coastal counties. So that includes Pinellas, Hillsborough, and Point South. It also includes Hardee and DeSoto County and Sarasota County and Manatee County as well. So everyone there along the coast is going to have to watch out for some quick spin-up tornadoes as we head through most of the day today. Let me jump back to our satellite and radar loop. You see the storm quickly moving to the northeast. It's going to continue on that movement, so we very well could see hurricane conditions along the coast. So there is a hurricane watch in effect for coastal counties, and then we're also looking at a tropical storm warning in effect for most of the Tampa Bay viewing area, except for Hardee and DeSoto County, not included in that tropical storm warning. We're finding some wind gusts all up along the water up there around 30 to 35 miles per hour, though I just checked in with a weather station on Sanibel Island, and it was reporting tropical storm force gusts of around 40 to 42 miles per hour. So certainly beginning to see some of those tropical storm conditions along the coast, and that's where we're going to see the strongest conditions around the immediate area right now. I'll pause this radar loop here and show you as those steady light to moderate showers continue to advance to the north, and then what we'll see is this heavier rainfall start to move into southern Sarasota County. And now remember, as I'll loop this again for you, we have a general counterclockwise circulation, so that heavier rainfall is going to go that way, but the whole general motion is going to be to the north as the storm tracks to the north and then kind of goes to the northeast. That's kind of what the plan is right now. The futurecast, I think, is a little behind the 8 ball right now with this, as the storm's moving a little bit faster since the last time that the model was run. I think we start to see these conditions probably about 3 or 4 hours earlier, so I'm expecting what the radar looks like in the futurecast right now to be more likely what we see around, say, 10 o'clock this morning. So in about another couple of hours, we'll start to see it look like that, because the center of the storm, like I just mentioned, is off the coast of kind of Marco Island, the Naples area right now. So it's kind of down there. So the futurecast is a little bit slow here, but regardless, just in terms of what to expect, I think it's still doing a good job of painting a picture of generally what the radar is going to look like as we go through the day, and that's going to be that of gusty winds. I mean, windy tropical storm force winds up there around 50 to 60 miles per hour, especially along the coast as we go into the afternoon and early evening hours. And then we'll start to see that turn to the northeast as it moves north of the immediate Tampa Bay area. And that turn and that movement north of us is going to give us the onshore flow as well. That onshore flow means more of a threat of coastal flooding with the threat of storm surge as we head into the evening and overnight hours. Breaking down the threats, I've tried to update this as things have come down for us today. We may have to slide this a little bit sooner in terms of the arrival of the worst conditions, but looking at gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour, probably beginning around, at least a chance of it, between 4 to 10 o'clock this evening. Heavy rainfall, we're going to really start to see some of that tropical downpour and heavy rainfall and squally weather arriving through early to mid-afternoon. And then obviously with that tornado watch in effect, we'll see that threat for tornadoes continue up until around 5 or 6 o'clock. And maybe by that point, it'll start to die off a little bit as well. Let me show you the latest track here. That track continues to keep it as a Category 1 hurricane through this afternoon before beginning to weaken it as it turns to the northeast toward making landfall likely north of Tampa Bay, but potentially along the Nature Coast, likely as a weakening tropical storm at that point. But still, you'd be looking at very heavy rainfall, gusty conditions, and obviously the types of conditions that you'd want to be prepared for. And you still got a little bit of time before the worst of the weather arrives later this afternoon, but time is of the essence at this point as we look at those conditions quickly deteriorating across southwest Florida right now. Like I mentioned, Sanibel reporting those tropical storm force winds, and you just don't want to be out in your yard prepping, bringing things in, getting into the garage, and that sort of thing later on this afternoon in that heavy rainfall. Trying to keep an eye on your comments over here. A lot of you just checking in, kind of talking back and forth a little bit. Ray saying Bayshore might be trouble by rush hour or before. We'll have to watch that. Now Bayshore, you got to remember, you need winds coming in, blowing the water into the bay. And I don't expect that until later tonight into tomorrow when the winds start to shift as the center of the storm moves north of our area. So we'll monitor that, but I don't think that's until later on this evening into the overnight. But of course, as the storm moves faster, that time frame might move up a little bit sooner as well. Marissa saying looks like the center of the storm's heading towards Crystal River. That's true, but again, remember we're working with those worst conditions on the northeastern side of the storm or the front right side of the storm. So that's what we're likely going to be working with as we head through the rest of today. So guys, I wish I could stay on with you longer. I've got an update actually on 10 Tampa Bay right now. So I'll leave you with the latest satellite and radar loop with Hurricane Eta turning toward our coast right now. Keep looking back for more updates on 10 Tampa Bay and 10tampabay.com as we go through the rest of this event. Everything hopefully starts to clear out as we go through the day tomorrow. Guys, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.